Life is passing us by. There's no slowing it down. Life can be busy, so what are we going to do about it? If you're new here, I'm Rachel. This is the I'm Brain Healthy Back podcast. I often talk about having a healthy relationship with food and your body, but also just healthy mindset and perspective on the various things in life. For a very long time, I have felt like I had way too much on my plate, and you guys might be in the same boat. You might work a full-time job or you're a full-time student and you're trying to pursue a side hustle, content creation, starting up your own business. You have responsibilities, you have relationships, you have all this stuff going on, and you're like, I feel like I never have enough time. I'm just so busy, and I think we're too busy. We live in a busy world. We have a busy life. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that's trying to draw our attention. We're trying to stay involved with friends and family. We're trying to stay active. We're trying to get enough sleep. We're trying to eat well. We're trying to travel. We're trying to see all the things. We're just so busy. And how are we doing with all of that? I tend to get a little overwhelmed, and I'm not even the busiest person in the world. With having too much on our plates, what are we missing out on? Maybe you feel like I'm not missing out on anything because I'm so busy. I'm packing everything into my day, everything into my week, everything into my life. But it's the beginning of August, and last Friday was the 1st of August, 2025, and I just couldn't believe that it was already August. And I was like, I feel like I've missed out on summer, and there's still a month or two left of summer, depending where you live. But I was like, I've just been so busy. My full-time job was just really busy through June and July, and I feel like that was compartmentalized into my work hours for the most part, but I just felt like I was so busy with everything else that I haven't been enjoying my summer, and it just made me think I've missed out on, I feel like I'm missing out on the season, like summer, literally the season. And how many times do we go through, maybe we don't wish away a season of life, but we are just so busy that you think you're taking it all in, but you're missing out. You're missing out on the simple things. Like, when's the last time you just went outside and went for a walk that wasn't like, I'm going on this walk because I need to walk the dog, and it's just like something to check off your to-do list? When's the last time something on your to-do list in your busy day was you actually like savored the experience that was going on at the time? Or are we just you got to do what you got to do, and sometimes that's the case, but what if we could take a step back and savor experiences, savor that time? The time's going to go by. The time's going to feel like it goes by really fast sometimes. But even though we are busy and there's a lot going on, can we still take time within those moments to appreciate them? With that, I think we are too busy. And I think that comes down to what are we prioritizing? Yes, you have to prioritize your responsibilities, but are we sometimes prioritizing the wrong thing? Do we have the feeling that we need to fill our plate, that we always need to be busy? Because in today's day and age, and maybe this has been the case for a long time, but does being busy make you feel like you have purpose, make you feel like you have value? I just did a podcast episode on where does your value actually come from, and I'll link that down below for you guys if you didn't listen or didn't watch it. Does being busy make you feel esteemed? Does it feel like it gives you clout? Like, I am so busy. I'm always on the go. I'm always doing things. Is being busy something that you use to avoid feelings, avoid emotions? And I get that's a coping mechanism sometimes, but for how long? How long are we doing that before we actually decide to sit with those feelings and heal? So are we keeping the right things on our plate? Do we always need to be going to certain events just to say that we went to certain events? Do we always need to be watching TV in the evening? I know it's the socially acceptable way to wind down, and yes, in the moment it feels good to just sit and watch TV, but again, is that truly restful? Are we saying yes to too many events in our community, with our friends, with our family? And don't get me wrong, prioritizing your relationships is important. Are there times when we could stay home instead of going out? because you genuinely need the rest instead of going out on a Friday night? Does that actually benefit you? And so yes, there may be too many things on your plate, but what if there's not too many things on your plate? You're just bad at time management. And now that sounds like I'm hopping around, but you may have too many things on your plate and you need to just cut some things off. But look, self-reflecting, like I don't have kids that I'm running around to places. I'm not the busiest person in the world, and I still feel like I don't have enough time. And so that's when it comes down to, do I just have really bad time management? And the answer is yes. It could be a little bit of both. I have put a lot of things on my plate, but am not the best at managing my time. So we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What do you prioritize? In my opinion, you need to prioritize yourself first, because if your cup is empty, you cannot pour into anyone else or any other situation. So prioritizing your body, what you eat, how you move, sleep. You need to prioritize your mental well-being and your soul's well-being. So as a follower of Christ, that's spending time with God every day, because it makes a difference. Grounding myself, recentering my perspective, taking care of myself. Now, we are humans. Our emotions can ebb and flow. Life happens. You can do your very best, and sometimes it's going to fall short of perfection. Basically all the time, because perfection it's a lofty goal. Prioritize yourself, then prioritize your responsibilities. Your home, your family, your work. Prioritize those. Yourself first, and then your responsibilities. Prioritize those. And then whatever time is left over, we can do that. Now I understand vacations are nice. Taking a little time for yourself is nice. Like just go to a movie, go on a little weekend trip, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But we're talking like normal, routine, day-to-day activities. So how do we manage our time better? Now, this is nothing novel, nothing new. I'm not saying I'm an expert, okay? Stay organized. I'm a big list person because sometimes I can forget what I need to do or what I wanted to do, what I wanted to get done. And stay off your screens. Stay off your phone. Stay off the TV. Stay off your iPad. And yes, you can take your phone and your iPad with you if you're like doing things around the house. It's a visual distraction. I know for me, it slows me down. And so I've switched to audiobooks and podcasts when I'm just having to take care of things around the house, because cleaning the bathroom can be boring. And so I want some entertainment, but I don't need something like drawing my attention literally away from what I need to be working on. And I think this is not the end all be all, but for me personally, screen time is what slows me down. Screen time, scrolling on your phone, it takes up more time than you think. When you add it up at the end of the day, you've been on your phone for many, 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 many minutes. How long does it take me to do a quick clean of my bathroom, minus the shower? 10 minutes. You know how long I sat in my car when I got home before coming in doom scrolling? At least 10 minutes. So really be honest and do a time audit of yourself if you need to, and not even just auditing the time you're on your phone or on your screens, but how long does it really take you to do your responsibilities? They can seem daunting, like thinking about them is almost more energy draining than doing them itself, doing the task itself. Definitely have grace when you can't do it all, because I know sometimes life happens. You have other responsibilities, you have events you're going to, and sometimes you can't get done in a day what you had hoped to. Sometimes you can't get done in a weekend what you normally would. You've been out of town, and that's just the reality. So this isn't meant to shame you of like, get it together and you always need to keep it together once you've got it together, because that's just not real life. And with that, I am no perfectionist, okay? I have not nailed down this discipline quite yet, but I'm working on it. When I stay off my phone more, when I just go along and get done what I need to get done, I feel a lot less pressure, because it's not like, oh my gosh, I just wasted 15 minutes on my phone. It's like, okay, I'm getting my stuff done, and then I don't get as aggravated when I'm doing chores, and I don't feel like I'm running out of time so much. Like in the evenings, if I can rest better in the evenings off of my phone, like it's just more restful and I wind down. But then going back to what I mentioned earlier about savoring moments even in the busyness. When you take your dog for a walk, it's not just, I need to take my dog for a walk. Can you appreciate the plants around you? Can you appreciate the breeze on your face? Can you appreciate houses that you're passing by? And I know like doing chores, you can't always appreciate things, but maybe you can be grateful. So grateful that I can have a clean bathroom. So grateful that I have clean clothes. So grateful that I have food that I could eat, and now I have dirty dishes. So gratitude in the moments. And I know that can be hard sometimes, but life is passing us by. There's no slowing it down. Life can be busy. So what are we going to do about it? Either take things off your plate. And I know we can be really resistant to that. I have been really resistant to that. But genuinely, can you take something off your plate, even if it's just for a season? Or can you do an audit of your lifestyle and be like, I don't even like doing that. I just go to like keep up with the Joneses kind of situation. So can you take something off your plate? Or can you just be more present as life goes by? Like, can I just appreciate summer while it's still here? Can I appreciate the dog walk for more than just a chore? I know I go back to that, but it's something I do every day. Can you appreciate how far you've come in a journey that you're on, whether it be growing a business, changing your lifestyle? Can you appreciate maybe trying a new recipe? Like you have to cook dinner maybe every night or however often you cook dinner, and it feels like a chore, but can we appreciate like a new dish, or like this is my favorite dish, and just savor the little things? Because you don't want to miss out on life just trying to get through life. So can we slow down in certain moments? Can we rest when we prioritize it, when we have better time management? You can do it all, and maybe you just can't do it all at once. And can you be grateful throughout? If any of this resonated with you guys, let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Interacting with my videos really helps it reach more people. I encourage you to subscribe or follow wherever you're listening. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you for being here today.